Hello guys, welcome to Phosphor Analysis. Today I am going to be reacting to a short film made by Cowboys in Utah. I am from the UK, London to be more specific. I'm a person who doesn't know much about cowboys other than the Hollywood type dramatic films. So I don't know the real life about cowboys, especially in the modern age. Usually when I watch cowboys, it's usually back in the 1800s or the 1900s, back when they were slinging those pistols and those revolvers. Since the majority of my audience is from America, I thought you guys appreciate me reacting to some cowboy videos. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So without further ado, let's watch these cowboys and see how they fare.
Understand what it
That's a
takes to
beautiful
put
cut
beef
of
on the table.
beef.
And
Looks
even when we
delicious.
think we understand it, most of us haven't experienced it.
Wow. Yes, and those are the heifers. And it looks like it's winter. Oh, that is a beautiful black color. Beautiful black. Wow. Wow. That's some beautiful scenery. They look like ants from above. The bird's eye view. Beautiful area. This is a beautiful place Utah is. And I'm guessing they have amazing control and technique for their horses as well. Early morning.
Actually, it's not that old. It's probably 70s, actually. Yeah, right out. I'm Cole Weston.
Did I just say 6 a.m.?
Born and raised here in Randolph, Utah. On this ranch on the J-Dub.
Get that nice
been working here
cinematic
with
shot.
my family, my dad and my brothers, and my dad and his brothers worked on this ranch, and my grandpa and his brothers worked on this ranch. You know, a lot of family history here, and proud to be.
So they've been here for generations. J-Dub. Oh, and that's what they mark their wildlife
Most people
with.
just pass through this place and don't even know it's here. But the Bear River Valley in northern Utah is home to some of the biggest cow-calf operations in the western states.
Wow.
Over the last several years, these people have become good friends, and they've given us the opportunity to join them on their busiest day of the year.
Shipping day.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think we got 280 so steers over here to Bear Lake on some lease ground. It's just some farm ground, alfalfa ground.
Bear Lake Valley. That's a cool name, if I'm being
Got
honest.
a little regrowth, so there's a little fall feed, and they're over here. It's time to go, so we're gonna go gather them up, split them off. Right now we have like 3 paydays. We got steer day, heifer day, and colt cow day.
Ooh. Who doesn't love a good payday? Am I right? Everyone loves a good payday, a bit of money in their pocket. Wow, look at that beautiful water and the amazing mountains. Oh my god, looks like heaven. Wow. That's a lake. Looks like an ocean. Man, I really need to go and just
it's hard
visit there
work,
one time.
and it takes a lot to
Visit
get them
beautiful places
from
like that.
this spring calving them out to this day, and it takes a lot of effort. But at the end of the day, the pay, if you do it for the pay, you're in the wrong job.
Okay.
I mean, this is a lifestyle, and you gotta love it. Especially this spring, we had the worst spring in this area
That's
as
not
far as
good.
calving
That's
and
not good.
snow and in recorded history. I mean, this was real intense, and a lot of guys, you know, it beat them down pretty hard.
Ranchers in northern Utah are dealing with the devastating
No, even the
impacts
news
of
is
the
talking
long
about it.
winter, with no end
Must
to
have been
their
horrible.
troubles in sight.
About 100 ranchers are all in the same situation, losing a big percentage of their calves, and now worrying about the economic issues sure to come.
Wait. I'm sure the calves are the most important, especially because they're so, not the most important, but they have, because they're so small and weak and they were just born recently, they can probably die very easily. So I'm sure, because of the long spring and the cold weather and the unpredictable weather, the calves are just maybe dying, because they say 25 to 30% calves lost. Wow, that's not good, because the calves, they become the heifers, and then the heifers, you need to sell them for good money.
News reporter Mike.
Payday for the Cowboys.
Payday
A
for
lot
the
of people
Cowboys, that's good.
Live paycheck to paycheck, getting paid every 2 weeks. These guys get paid like once a year, maybe a couple.
Once a year. Once a year. No way. That guy, he was telling the truth. You can't do it for payday. You have to do it. You have to love the animal. You have to do it for the passion. Once a year that's diabolical. Once a year. Oh my! I don't even know how you'd have to plan out your finances very, very well if you're only getting paid once a year.
A couple times a year. So this is a
Or a
pretty
couple
important day
times
for
a
these
year, okay.
Cowboys that have been working hard all year.
Hmm.
This is where it all comes together. It was a really hard spring, really hard winter, but there was a lot of water. It rained most of the summer. So the
That's
grass
good
was
then.
long.
That's
and
good.
calves are weighing pretty heavy today,
Oh,
which
that's
is a good
good.
thing, especially
I think the more heavy they are, the more you can sell them for. That's very good.
because they lost quite a few with how bad the winter was. I mean, these guys
Yeah.
were, you could see news footage of this. There were a few news outlets that reported on this, but it was so cold in April. I mean, these guys were up all night trying to keep calves alive, and it was a hard year.
And it,
But hopefully,
cars are so they're so fragile and they're so valuable at the same time. They had to be up at night just to keep them warm, I'm assuming, because of how bad the weather was.
today, these calves weigh heavy so that they can make up some of that lost ground.
So today we're helping Norm, Cole Weston, Heath Weston. It's kind of a time where friends or family, in our case family, and a few friends come and help each other and gather the herd in,
That's
pull
good.
the calves off. And
A strong community, that's nice. I'm holding this mic up
Chipping
close
Day
so
is
you can hear
payday
me
for a
clearly,
rancher.
so
It's the
don't
culmination
mind
of
the
getting a cow
shaking.
bred, keeping her healthy for 9 months until she has that calf, keeping that little calf alive through cold spring days and the heat of summer, and getting it to make that 500 to 600 pound weight where the livestock brokers pick them up,
That's heavy.
and eventually send them to feedlots and yearling operations where they'll grow and eventually hit the packers and grocery stores and end up on your plate.
Delicious beef. Sizzling on the grill. Who doesn't love that? Unless you're a disgusting vegan.
I always wanted to be a cowboy from day one, growing up on this family ranch, getting to work with my dad, his brothers, all their kids, and we'd do jobs together. You know, you have the Brandon calves.
Oh, that's the thing I always admired about cowboys is their technique and finesse with the lasso. Because the technique it requires for you to stay on your horse, balance yourself, make sure the horse is going straight and you don't fall off, and at the same time getting the lasso out, whipping it around, and then throwing it at a moving target's neck. That requires so much experience, so much technique, so much finesse. It's beautiful when it's executed perfectly. And he just did it like it was a random. He just did it like it was a normal Monday for him.
To be a cowboy from day one, growing up on this
Let's
family
see this,
ranch,
let's see this
getting to
again.
work with my dad, his brothers, all their kids.
Even
and
the way they're
we'd
moving the
do
horses
jobs
so
together.
that the
You know, you have
calves
Brandon
go a certain way.
chipping days, you know,
Yeah, look at
people
that.
days where you get a lot of people
Easy.
to come help. Preg checking days, you know, people kind of gather to help for those kind of jobs. Calving day in, day out, tagging calves, you know, pairing up cows into different fields, catching and saddling your horse every day. I mean, I've loved that from day one and always wanted to do it. And so lucky enough that I
I assume tagging calves mean putting that thing on their ears so they know what's what, who's who, and
I get to do it right now.
easily
I guess the
recognise.
legacy that I would like to leave, along with those that have already been left, my grandpa left a legacy of, you know, having a ranch and having family on the ranch, and I feel like my dad has done that same thing, and I hope someday that I can do that too.
There's probably a more efficient way to do this, but it's not just about raising beef. It's about building communities and helping people work together.
That's
And
nice.
that's really the legacy of ranching.
That's good to hear. That's a big truck. I'm assuming that's how they transport the wildlife. Look at that beautiful sunset as well. Dedicated to Tyrell and Kev. Well, I'm assuming they passed on, rest in peace. Here's the community he was talking about. It's cool to see. Really looks like Yellowstone. With Kevin Costner. Payday. Oh. I wasn't expecting this short film to be this good. I really wasn't, but it really blew me away. The scenery, the talk about communities, the talk about how harsh it is. Everything's not sunshine and rainbows when it comes to cowboys, because in Hollywood everything is dramatized and made to look like it's sunshine and rainbows. Cowboys always winning, always slinging their pistols, always killing the bad guy, always being the hero. But in reality, probably that's back in the day. But in reality, you have to make sure your cattle is alive, they're well fed. Even your horses are well fed. You have to make sure the calves survive the winter because they are the most precious and the most fragile at the same time. And also, getting paid once a year is diabolical. I don't know how they really have to do it for the love of the game. They have to do it passionately. You can't do it for payday. You can't just rely on that. Yeah, but this is lovely to see. Since majority of my audience, since you guys are American, Tell me what you thought about this in the comments below. Also, make sure if you like this video to like. Who knows, if this video is well received, I might wear a cowboy hat because I've always admired them since I was younger. I would like to have a cowboy hat. If this video does well, I might come out in a full cowboy cosplay for you guys. Who knows? But anyways, without further ado, thank you for watching. This has been Post Point Analysis. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later.